Facebook, what have you got for review today?
I am talking about the ZHIYUN Smooth 5 3-axis gimbal for mobile devices.
Okay.
So ZHIYUN is a company that has been doing gimbals for the last couple years, for a while. And they make gimbals for cameras and gimbals for mobile devices. Now, if you don't know what a gimbal is, it is a stabilizer so that you can take smooth video. So you can hold a device and then your camera or your phone is on this holder, and the gyroscopes or the motors on the device keep it steady. Whether you're walking or running or turning or whatever, it keeps it either upright or keeps it moving smooth so it doesn't look like a bunch of jumpy, shaky video.
So a gimbal is usually what's responsible for the footage following somebody around on a skateboard.
Yes.
Where it's not that you see the jump and stutter, but it's a nice, like, oh man, how are they?
Or they're, a camera's following a car as it's driving down the highway. It's not going up and down with every bump on the road or anything like that. It's just a nice, smooth follow.
Okay.
You're like, how do they do that? That's it with the gimbal.
Okay.
So, this, the ZHIYUN Smooth 5 is designed for mobile devices, so designed for your phone primarily. And what it does is it gives you access to all of the features of a more professional gimbal for your mobile device when paired with ZHIYUN's app called the ZHIYUN app.
Okay.
So you can use it without the app, and you can just use your regular stock video recorder or photo system on your phone, but you get all the bells and whistles when you use their ZHIYUN app.
Okay.
And so what this thing will do is it will give you control over the pan and tilt of the camera, but it also will give you access to zoom and focus controls. So you don't have to tap your screen. You can just control with a knob. It has a nice big knob with good tactile.
So it's got like a
control
nice,
knob.
like a feedback.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can zoom and you can get those cinematic moves where you would have like the zoom of something like a Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, where it's like it's the camera's moving back while it's zooming forward, and you have that kind of spatial awareness. It will give you access to things like a full 360 spin. So you can, that's one of the distinctions of the Smooth 5 is it gets you a full 360 axis if you want.
Okay.
Most gimbals, they have their stopping point at certain points. This one is designed in such a way that you can have a full 360 movement, which is nice. Other features like different knobs for your pan and your tilt and up and down, but you can have a lock where it'll lock in a certain spot. So if you know you're moving but you don't want it to go anywhere to the left or anything like that, or too far a certain way, you can lock it in a certain spot. Different hard buttons for changing your modes or for starting or stopping your record, certain things like that. This device, the other thing is it's super light. It's very light. Most professional gimbals, they've made big strides in the last couple of years to get to that point, because nobody, especially if you're running a camera for a whole day of shooting, wants to hold something really heavy. By the end of the day, you just can't get the shot you need because you're gassed.
Right.
This thing, I've been testing it with my Pixel 6 Pro. Both together comes in right under 2 pounds.
Okay.
So
that's really light.
It's super light. I mean, it doesn't feel. It's easy to use the whole time. Now, you can get continuous use if you use everything, the follow focus with all the the movement, and this also has an optional LED light. If you have the light on, you're going to get 2 hours of battery.
Okay.
If you don't use the light and you're not constantly moving the gimbal, you'll get about 4 hours.
Okay.
And without, if it's just in standby, it's up to 25 hours of standby time. So
right.
it's not a thing where you're going to be shooting, a full movie and be able to use the gimbal all day.
Sure.
You're going to be limited by the battery life, but 2 hours is a lot of time to shoot something.
Yeah.
Especially if you are doing, like a music video, for instance. You'll have times where you'll have a shot maybe on a tripod, and then you can come and you can shoot for 2 hours with that gimbal and not worry about it, having any problems keeping up with what you need to do.
2 questions.
Okay.
So how long does it take to charge this thing?
2 hours.
Okay. So that's not bad.
No.
The other question, you said tripod. Can I screw this into a tripod?
You can. You can screw it into a tripod. It also has a tripod built into it.
Okay.
Or a detachable one. So it comes with one in the combo kit that you can screw into the bottom, and then it has the 3 little legs that you can do a tabletop. But you could also put it into a conventional full size tripod if you want. It has the mounting ability for that.
Okay.
The other thing about this is that it's not expensive. It's really cheap for what it does. It gives you those full cinematic capabilities. The device itself is $169.
That's not bad. We reviewed another one of theirs, right?
Yeah.
Maybe a little over a year ago. It was kind of like an entry level.
Yep.
I just in touching them felt the big difference between them.
Sure.
In terms of build quality.
Yeah.
But they felt not that different in terms of weight.
Yep.
And then as you start to tell me the features, I'm listening. I'm like, it's obviously worth spending a little bit more for this thing.
Yes. So it's $169 for just that device. If you get the combo kit, which includes there's a magnetic LED light that will power that the gimbal will power, so it doesn't take any batteries extra. It's powered by the device, and it doesn't need to be charged because it's just a magnetic connection for the power. So you get that, some filters for that light, and a carrying case for $219.
Okay.
So that's their combo kit that they offer. And that combo kit is what we got sent, and it's great. That case is awesome. It's a stylish case. It has all the pockets that you would need for all the filters and everything, for memory cards, all kinds of little stuff that you might need if you're using a phone that has a memory card or something like that.
Yeah.
For $219. Now the one thing that I did find in their advertisement when they talk about the light, that light will work on the top or bottom of your phone. There's 2 different mounting points, or you can mount 2 lights at a time and have more light.
Sure.
As of this recording, it's kind of hard to find that light by itself. So they don't sell that light on their website separately. It's just in the kit. And if you want to get it online, it looks like the only places I've found are eBay or AliExpress.
Okay.
And that light comes in around $35 to $40. So there are options to have it for 2 lights, but finding the second light might be a little bit of an issue.
Sure.
But there's really not much more to say about this thing other than it's a really good quality gimbal for the price, and it does what they say it's going to do. It's built well. It's an aluminum body. It's a nice kind of graphite black color. It's really nondescript. Everything feels quality made. There's no loose buttons. There's not any the built-in tripod helps when you're setting up to balance the phone to get it, because before you turn on the gimbal, you need to try and balance it as best you can before you turn it on. So that way your motors aren't working harder than they need to keep a steady shot.
Right.
And they they give you all of that info in the box on how to balance it and how to set it up. And there's different, you have some different sliders that you can do on the device based on how big your phone is or how small or where you want to position it. They have a really good tutorial on getting everything balanced out. And it just works.
Sure.
You know, I've used a handful of gimbals in the past for professional and consumer use. And this one, you know, for the price, it's pretty incredible.
Nice.
Yeah.
And the model one more time?
The Smooth 5 3-axis gimbal.
Okay. Thank you, Luke.
No problem.